So the opening to the new Chucky series was great. I love the tone for the series so far, as Jake is a very interesting protagonist, as I'll get to that later. All the kid characters we've seen so far are quite unique, as Don Mancini could have easily written in generic It or Stranger Things like kid characters for Chucky to kill, although Lexi and Junior I hope get more development than the obvious stereotype of the mean girl and bully. I'm so intrigued into how Don is portraying Chucky at the moment, as it seems to be that he just went after the people that were the obvious bullies except for the cat. Rest in peace, Minx. The visual style is one to talk about, as I absolutely love the score composed by Joseph LaDuca, who did the score for the previous two installments of the franchise. The theme gave so much Child's Play 2 vibes, although the episode did definitely feel like the tone of Curse or Cult of Chucky rather than the original trilogy. But that isn't necessarily a bad thing, like I really enjoyed the deserving demise of Jake's dad Lucas, played by Devon Sawa, with the electrocution death. Whilst that was mental, I like that Don is able to be really flamboyant with his kills, as whilst the character of Chucky is very much taken a lot more seriously than since probably Curse or even the original trilogy, the show's very much aware of the actual bizarre concept of a doll coming to life. Devon and Jake's scenes, acted out by Zachary Arthur and Jorvin Armisen, were quite sweet, and people may hate because there's not enough Chucky kills or Chucky's gone woke. Other than the fun Chucky horror and kills we're going to get with this series, this is also a great outlet for people around Jake's age beginning to come to terms with their sexualities. The fact that the bullying that Jake had received throughout the episode was written personally from Don's own experiences as a child made the character ever so better for that, and those scenes ever better so executed. I can't wait to see the next 7 episodes. I love the beginning of the Chelsea Ray flashbacks that were shown at the beginning and end of this episode that I think will continue throughout the series. I really hope it is taken more as an interesting addition of lore and plot to the character in the series rather than a way to sympathise with the character, a lot like the terrible attempt in the 2010 remake of Nightmare on Elm Street that tried to do that with Freddy Krueger. Andy's cameo in this episode with his phone call to Jake was good, whilst Alex's ad-lib sounded a little weird, something actually 3C Films, a great YouTuber when it comes to Marvel and horror, actually noted. I didn't mind it as much, as the guy retired from acting years ago, and I love that he's come back to this industry just to reprise the role of Andy Barclay. The first episode only included, in terms of continuity, merely the known background of Chucky, so newer fans don't get too confused, which I like that approach, but with what the coming soon trailer is anything to play by, I think they'll start to be thrown into the deep end here. The puppetry, the design, and the animatronics for Chucky was great, and personally hasn't looked this on par since the original trilogy. Hiccups here and there in terms of the occasional problem with voice dub, but what can you expect? It's a TV budget, but it all still looks so visually appealing. My take for the next episode, if I do a review to that, is that I wonder, now that Jake knows of Chucky and his killer intent, will he be coerced to follow out kills? If so, that'd be really interesting, as it's refreshing to see one of Chucky's victims almost compliant with his demands.